Good evening once again. Welcome to Strengthinone's so-called lessons of Genshin Impact. Now let's just talk about what happens when you get bored. So, you can do a whole lot just in case you ever feel bored. For me, what I'm trying to do is basically get my characters up to par. Right now, I'm focusing on Ayato, who popped out recently in one of my temples. Then you also have Kokomi, who also popped up sometime before Ayato's banner. I've been working on their leveling. I've been working on, well, I actually already worked on her weapon. I've been working on getting her artifacts. I've been working on her talents. Right now they're at 8. All I just gotta do is just get her to 90 and we'll be good. For Ayato, I got his artifacts are taken care of. I just gotta get his talents up to 8, and his weapon's fine. Now I just gotta get him leveled up to 70. So, which is requires me to find certain materials like the sakura blooms for Ayato. And these Sungo pearls for Kokomi. Which doesn't do take that long. You can find other YouTube videos that can explain that as to where you can find them. You can also go to the crafting bench and you can take care of certain things. Like say for example you want to change the element of these gemstone materials. So you can pick anyone that you wish. You can also change which elements that you can change them from. Like you can change from pyro to hydro, electro to hydro. Every single one of them can be changed to any element of your choice. And it costs this particular material that you can find in the shop that is called Dust of Azoth. Doesn't cost a whole lot of star glitter, but you can use this in order to change that just in case you don't feel like farming to death the same boss over and over and over again. Someone's in my teapot. And afterwards, you can also see if, I don't know, say for example you feel like changing your element of choice. I'm sorry, not your elements, your artifacts. To Gladiator's Finale, Wanderer's Trope, in case you got Ganyu, Bloodstained Chivalry, or Noblesse. Using 3 5-star artifacts of your choice, put them in here, and it'll automatically change. Now, if you have any artifacts that are already upgraded, that are any experience from that is completely gone. You basically have an artifact that starts basically at 0. So do that at your own risk. You can also farm for certain materials that you need. Go into enemies. Each enemy has their own categories. Yeah, the easy enemies, the ones that are tiny, like the Fatui, the Hilly Trolls, the Slimes, the Nobushi, the so-called Samurais. Then you have the elite enemies. The Rune Guard, the Rune Hunter, the Fatui agents, the hatchlings, the Fatui Maiden, the Wolves of the Rift, you know, things like that. You also have the bosses, the Hypostasis, the Cryo, Regisrime, that's in case you need to do a trance domain when it comes to a wolf, Oceanid, you name it. You do those just to make sure you farm for your other characters. You also have the Battle Pass that you can see here. Mine is at currently 23. I could skip ahead, but it costs me about 300 gems, which I don't feel like using right now.
Aristocratic etiquette.
What else can you do? You can look for different supplies in case you really need it. So, say for example, I want to look for sakura blooms. There's one right here. Now there are other videos online that can actually tell you where your materials are. Like there's farming paths that you can use, no matter who you need to farm it for. They usually don't take that long. Maybe take 10-15 minutes each. And once you do that, you can also maybe sometimes just practice a fighter hero or two, just to get your combat skills. Your combat skills much better. So let's just do one practice fight right now. There are two different ruin guards that are located in Mondstadt just by themselves. One that's at the Thousand Winds Temple, and there's another one around here. I think it's around Cape Oath. I'm not entirely sure. Is it Cape Oath? Or is Stormbearer's Point? Yep, it's Stormbearer's Point. And what can happen is that you can basically just, practice to see how well your skills have improved over time. So,
alright, amuse me.
Let's bring out Yamiko and just see what we can do.
Gather.
Well, that's an interesting way to put down my pillar.
Right here, right now, right here. Hold the line. Nothing lasts forever.
Order guide you.
You want proof? So, you can practice your fighting, and last but not least, and I know players do not like to do this, but you can go into co-op mode. Yeah, now I know players do not like to go into co-op mode. I know players do not like to, go into random worlds, mostly because either A, they may be like anxious, or B, they're not confident in case that the same player's going to be saying, hey, you have better stuff than I do, or, I know bullying can happen. But sometimes it does take a little bit of a leap of faith just for you to at least just get to know other players. I've met a bunch of players just by going into their worlds and helping them out. It's not beneath me to help others. That's why I do these videos. So, yeah, depending on what your world level is, you'll be able to get into either all of them or just enough based off of your adventure rank, and once again also your world level. So for me, I'm at adventure rank 59, and I'm also world level 8, so I can basically just get into anything. So you can just go down, you can see people when it comes to their little signatures, and majority of them are usually matched up for me based on their PlayStation Network names. Which is perfectly fine. Now the ones that you see that as you keep going down the list, you're going to see some that are like adventure rank 24, adventure rank 45, adventure rank 43. All these different numbers and whatnot, and you can always also refresh the list and see who else you can find. Just be very kind and courteous before you go into once you go into the worlds. Just like say, hey, how are you? Do you need help? Do you want assistance? Or can I borrow your stuff? Can I take some of your materials in return? Because it shows that you actually show some kind of kindness, some kind of hospitality. Well, actually, they're showing hospitality to you. So just give them the same kindness in return. Help them out with their bosses. Help them out learning different tricks of the trade. I've spent hours on end helping players with Dragon's Spine on a regular basis. Like usually players who are adventure rank 25 or below are almost, and I really do mean almost always in Dragon's Spine. So
Wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
nowhere to be found. So you can basically just do what you can. Just do whatever you want. I mean, no one's stopping you from putting the controller away. No one's stopping you from picking another game. But there's always something to do no matter what adventure rank you are. And again, it really is beneficial that you learn, that you, eventually learn to work with other players or work with others.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each
We need that help. We need that kindness now more than ever. So that concludes my other lesson for tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.